Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to NeelyFX. My name is Michael Neely, and this is the channel where I talk about Forex trading, and making money trading Forex. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get into the risk disclaimer screen because we're going to be talking a little bit about strategy today. And I want to make sure that you guys know that I'm not responsible for your mistakes. So that's pretty much what this is all about. This channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute trading or financial advice. I'm a professional trader, not a broker, trading my own capital. I do not solicit funds, manage client accounts, nor do I hold CFTC or NFA registration, although I have held NFA registration in the past. Forex trading is highly speculative with a higher risk of losing some or all of your investment capital. Only trade with funds you can comfortably afford to lose. And here's the CFTC risk disclosure. Forex trading carries a high degree of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. The high degree of risk a high degree of leverage can work against you as well as for you. Now, before trading Forex, carefully consider your investment strategies, experience, and risk appetite. You could sustain a loss of some or all of your investment capital. Okay, so let's see where we left off yesterday. Yesterday was NFP day, and it was a big NFP miss. So here we go. Now, a couple of things to keep in mind about statistics and what's coming down the pike. The new, let's see if he got confirmed. Whoops. The Bureau of Labor Statistics chief was recently replaced. And that's not enough. Which means I'm going to have to spell this. Let's look at that. Okay, the news. President Trump has nominated E.J. Antoni to be the new commissioner of Bureau of Labor Statistics following the firing of Dr. Erica McIntyre. Not sure that's a good Scottish name, but anyway, McIntyre. I don't know what that is. The Biden appointee. Now, Antoni is an economist with the conservative-leaning Heritage Foundation. I've been following E.J. Antoni for a while. And something that I heard, I'm not sure how much that is going to be, but for as long as I can remember, at least 15 years, when something comes out like non-farm payroll change comes out, it's always revised down. It's always revised down, always revised down. What I heard from an anonymous news source is that this time they're expecting it to be revised up. So there are two ways to release statistics. You can do it so it's the high side and then you're always revising it down later, say, oops, we missed. Or you can do it to the low side and then revise it up saying, hey, it's better than we thought. So I'm not sure how that's going to pan out in the future, but that's something to consider with this low number. It's probably going to get revised up is what I'm thinking. But at any rate, let's get into trading. This is what happened with the EU. Let's go to the EU first. Euro versus the dollar kind of took off a little bit, didn't it? It was trading right about here, right in the middle of that of those Bollinger Bands, which indicated no trade, and then it got into the quote-unquote buy zone here, and then just blew out. So so that would have been a very nice trade had I been in the office. Up to about 57. That's the top on that right now. And then it came right back down. That's a very bullish, a very bearish candle to me. So I think this is going to settle back down after we get used to the news, and we'll probably have some more European news coming out there that could be the catalyst for some stuff. Dollar versus the yen again, right here. Much of the same. Big downturn in the dollar versus the yen. It's all staying within the trend lines though. So I'm looking at trend lines, I'm looking at these Bollinger Bands, I'm looking at these buy and sell regions. So it's looking like a good opportunity to buy the euro next week at a bargain. About maybe able to get about 180 pip move out of it, maybe to get back up into this range. So it looks like a good setup right there to get into on Monday, Sunday night or Monday, depending. on how itchy I feel about it. Pound versus the yen, a bit again, a lot of the same. Dollar got. Let's look and see what happened to the dollar first. I'll make this a lot shorter video. Yep, look at that. Broke right out of the trend line. The resistance trend line that it built. Wow, these trend lines are all over the place. I'm definitely going to have to redo these. I don't think I've done these quite some time, but this is what... Oh. Drill it in a little bit. Yeah, I only have... It stayed within the resistance trend, or the monthly support trend lines. That's whatever that means. And stayed above this 9734 line, which I've got no idea why I put that in there. But it's in there. I don't remember why I put that in there. I don't have a note on it. So we'll go back to the 4 hour. See if it makes more sense there. That's it right there. That makes a little bit more sense. But at any rate, the dollar did not do well yesterday. The DXY did not do well. But what that means, we'll get back into the currencies. Bond markets, look at that, all finishing negative. So now they're probably definitely looking for a rate cut. See if it goes up more than 99.7%. Whoa, look at that. Look at that. A possible 50% rate cut is what they've got in now. 50 basis point rate cut. How about that? So it could be a 50% basis cut. They're actually dialing in that now. So I guess it's now almost certain that there's going to be a 25 basis cut rate cut. So we're going to see the dollar, a lot of downward pressure on the dollar. And that means that we're going to get the going to make some money on this. So now that we've got a little trends that we can work with. Pound versus the yen, not really affected by the U.S. Jobs report. Just kind of wallowing about right there for the last. But although 24, 470, it's a large range on it. Got 120 pips on that range. Very interesting. And it's mean reversion strategy would be the best one to work with here. So the dollar versus Canadian again took off and then pulled right back in. Now it's still in this quote-unquote buy zone. So this is the buy zone for this new strategy I'm going to be looking at. This is the sell zone in between these two Bollinger Bands, and they're both 220 20-period Bollinger Bands, with one has a deviation of 1 and the other one has a deviation of 2. And we can make it a little bit different and go with here and change this one to 2.5. I did see a recommendation for that. Let's see if that gives us a little bit better idea of what's going on. Maybe 2.52 does make it a little bit different, but that's also another strategy that I saw. It's on my very first coding test, coding course I took on writing expert advisors for the for MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5. Well, that one was for MetaTrader 4. Here we have the Aussie versus the dollar. Again, took off and then pulled back. So it's still quote-unquote in that buy zone, so we're looking at still making some money on possibly getting into some selling off the dollar. It happens. Gold is being gold. Look at that. All-time highs going up to touch 3,600, came back down. That's phenomenal. That's apparently I'm going to have to start trading gold more better because that's going to be where it's at, especially with the dollar on the slide. This is still very much in the buy zone. Yeah. Silver, see how silver did. Silver is languishing about at $41 an ounce. That's pretty soon we're going to be at $50 an ounce on this. However, that is a double top right there. So we'll see if we don't get a little slide on silver, possibly into here, and then bounce before it bounces back. But that's what we've got so far. Looking at a double Bollinger Band strategy. I'll have more on that as we go along. In the meantime, I've got to go to my day job. So you guys have a great one, and I will talk to you later. If you like this video, then like and subscribe, and I'll have more stuff coming out soon. You guys have a great one. Talk to you soon. Bye.